Okay, let's try this again. Um, there's still a major learning curve. So I finally figured out how to use the software that I got to view what I'm recording so I can see what I'm doing. This is a video about my Soolla pouch. Bag, excuse me, my Soolla bag. I already showed my Soolla pouch. This is my Soolla bag. I've had my Soolla bag almost a month. I absolutely recommend it. I love this bag. It holds all of my journaling needs that I can take with me. I take this bag to work every day, and it has art supplies in it and doodle supplies, my journals, all of it. It has a ton of pockets. I've seen several different videos that say 30 pockets, 32 pockets. I'm not sure exactly how many pockets, but there's a lot of pockets. So this is the front of the bag. And, whoops, sorry. Underneath my clampy is the Soolla name. And in my pen pouches, which all hold like 1 or 2 pen, actually these are micron pens, so it'll hold 2 of those. So I put several micron pens. I got this in like a little bundle that I purchased. And then I have a water brush if I decide to do some watercolor. I have a clampy attached to the front. I don't really have anything down in these pockets. They are very tall pockets. They go the whole height of the bag, so I don't really have anything tall to go in there at this time. I'm thinking you could probably put Tombow markers in here and they would stand up or whatever. I actually have a pouch for my Tombows, so I don't really do that. I have clampies on either side. There's pockets on either side. And there's pockets on the back. This thing has so many pockets. And I am not using it to its fullest capability as of yet. I keep adding things, but not always. So the clampies are nice for when you're journaling because you can hold your pages open if your journal's not laying flat. I highly recommend these $3. It's a $3 purchase. They also kind of work to hold all the stuff that I have in these little side pockets in the side pockets. So the first side pocket, I have a couple of acrylic stamp bases. I have a self-inkable coffee stamp that's just super cute and fun. I'm a coffee drinker, so it's fun. It was fun for me. Some acrylic stamps. Some archival ink. Whoops, sorry, I can't. Ranger archival ink. Most of my supplies either come from Michael's or Good Postage. So it just depends on what I bought, but most of it comes from Good Postage. And then one of the smaller pockets on this side, I have, well, if I can get it out of the bag, a gift card, and this is a Disney gift card because obviously Star Wars. But it's used up, and I wrapped my washi on it, and I have several of these. I saved gift cards from different places. You can also use cardstock that's laminated. You can buy hotel gift cards from Amazon that are blank, that are nice for that. On this side, I also have another clampy, and then in this one, I have another stamp set. I absolutely love these. They're so much fun. They're great for swatching your ink and whatever, so that's really great. And then inside is where all the fun begins. So I have my everyday carry, which the cover is handmade leather cover with my name on it. I've added some charms that are really fun. I have the little postage stamp. When I purchased this from the girl that made it, Quasicali, uh, she had added the knitting charm because I told her I knitted because she asked for like personal details and she gave me a special charm for that. And then I purchased some more for my ends. Um, so there's that. I have my Capricorn for my birth month. I have a little coffee cup that actually has little coffee in it, and then my Christian fish, and then my journal, which is just a plethora, which I will go over in a different video. So there's that. That's the biggest piece that I have in here. And then I have a special project journal that we made the cover for, which was so fun. The covers were pre-made for us, and then we used fountain pen ink to decorate them, and they are just so much fun. And minus the fact that I spilled almost an entire bottle of one of my favorite inks on myself, it was a really great project, and that wasn't so bad. It was just funny. And then this is my little art journal, so for sketching and whatever. So I'll share that in more detail at a later date as well. And then I have my plotter, which I kind of went over in my first video. I will also do an in-depth on that one. And then this is my brain dump journal, daily pages, but I don't do, or morning pages from The Artist's Way, but I don't do it in the morning. I just do it when I'm feeling anxious or anxiety or angry, and I just dump. I do a brain dump. We did the DIY Kaweco pop-up at Good Postage, and I got my little glow Kaweco, and it is Kaweco Sport, and it's a medium nib, which is actually a stretch for me because I usually go with the extra fine, and it's a super cute little pen, and it fits perfectly on this little pen loop on the Lockbee journal cover. This journal cover is super nice. It's got enough room for I can't show that because it's private, but there's pockets, there's places for the journal pages, you just slip them in. There's bookmarks built in, and more pockets. It's a pretty nice, and then it has this clip that holds it shut, which you can adjust as you get fatter. So the more you have in but this is just my dump journal, I call it, or whatever. I also have, so I have a lot of journals. I have my little 20th anniversary Travelers, which has my Lilliput, which is actually an extra fine, and super cute and super fun. And I love that it's embossed with the 20th anniversary, and it's already starting to patina a little. It's just really a nice little piece. And then this has side pockets that hold some different things, and I have some booklets in here for church, and then they are, it's keeping them in pretty decent condition. They're it's like a 3-month journal thing. And then I have this sticker roll, and my 20th anniversary sits right on top of that in the pocket, and that way it's high enough so that I can just grab and go with that, because a lot of times if I'm going like to the store, I don't take this whole bag with me, obviously, when I go to like the grocery store or the mall or something, but I like to have this little guy with me because then I can I can write little notes, like an address or a phone number or, something I did, and then transfer it to my journal. It's not anything private. It's just maybe a little date, like this was a lunch date I had, or whatever. So that's just kind of what I use that for. It's not it doesn't hold enough to write your complete journal in. I do pages in my journal, so. And then this is my new junk journal, which I just started, and I had this, I think it's a Midori pad and I grabbed it and it didn't have dot grid or lines. And I was like, I can't use this because when I write, I go like this when I write on a plain paper. So we did a project, one of the mini meetups at Good Postage, and we were doing a junk journal exercise using, it was like a mood board, and it was really fun and cool. And so I kind of was able to use that. So now that's going to be like my little junk journal. And when I use it up, I'll probably get another one. I have my Lockbee pen case. I've been through several pen cases, and I have found this is the one I've stuck with the most. I've had this probably about 8 months, and I absolutely love it. It holds all of my good fountain pens and all of my favorite fountain pens. You will notice my collection is highly made up of Twisbees. Twisbees are relatively inexpensive and they're fun. They have fun colors and stuff. But as you can see, I have 2 Esterbrooks in here, including a button fill, which this is my favorite. This is my most favorite pen, and you'll see why at some point. And then in the back pocket, and this has 2 zippers, so you can zip it in the middle. In the back pocket, I have another Clippy. I have some more washi rolled up on little, the gift cards, see? And then I have these little nano paper clips, whoops, which work really cute in my journal, and they're so much fun. I have hearts and little penguins. Here's the hearts. And they just slide open and they hold, like they have all the paper clips in there. They're just fun. And they're not very big and they're not real heavy duty, so they don't put marks on your journals. And then I have my Tom Studio Lumos Duo right here, which is absolutely, and then I bought the, I forgot the name of the top, but it has like a hook on it so you can put a string or something and put it around your neck. So I have the brush tip under that one, and then the pointed, and this is a point 2 tip. And currently I have sterling black in this, and then I have a purple. I have Jane Eyre from Wearingeul, which I love the ink, but when I was writing with it, I found that I don't really like light inks in my fountain pens, and it was this pen actually, and as you can see, I have Oxford Blue in there now. This is an extra fine. It was my first extra fine nib, and I kept thinking maybe I don't like extra fine because I can't see the writing and whatever, and it come to find out it was the ink, not the pen. Once I put a darker ink in it, I absolutely love the way this one writes. And I made the mistake of buying fine pens thinking that was going to be the problem, and it wasn't. So I think I have another fountain pen in here. They're all Twisbees. My good ones are actually in the pocket with the little rubber bands. So that goes in here. And then I have, this was a collaboration from Superior Labor with Good Postage did a collaboration, and they made these gorgeous little bags that were exclusive to the shop, and they were so much fun. And there was a whole bunch of different sizes, but my budget only allowed me to buy the small one. So in here I have my Tombow tape runner, my I don't know the name of the brand of this particular pen. It's a Japanese pen, but it's a brush pen that's refillable, and it's super, super nice. It's got, see, it holds a regular, it has its own size of ink cartridge that it holds. I have extra cartridges. Obviously, I've been using it a lot because it's getting low. And the top just pops off, and it's a brush. It's just a brush marker. Very nice brush marker. So I love that. And then I have my little tweezers, which the kits were sold out, so I kind of made my own. I got my little scissors, which these are fun because they just kind of fold all the way up into like a little, so they don't poke anything. Um, there we go. See, it's all locked and it doesn't open. And then I have my dip pen um, uh, holders and my Kakamori nib in one of them. I bought two because they were $10 a piece, and then my Kakamori could live there all the time. I also have a little tin with, which I took out earlier, the nibs, different nibs for the dip pen that came with that dip pen, which was nice. And then I also have this absolutely gorgeous little brass pencil sharpener in here for any of my pencils that need sharpening, because I have a few. I have a couple of art pencils and stuff, and I'll show you that in a second. So that's all my little accessory supplies, which lives in here along with my fountain pens. And then I have this just cute Nintendo Yoshi bag. Yes, it was a point collection from Nintendo. You pay shipping, which was like $7. So I paid $7 for this. This is a nice little vinyl bag. It has Yoshi on it. It's just fun. Yes, I am a gamer. I don't all just do analog, but this is my analog life. So I have all my Tombow markers in here that I have collected. So, and they fit perfectly because it's long enough. So it's really nice for that. I wasn't sure how big it was, and when I got it, it was long enough, and I was like, oh, this is perfect for my Tombow markers. And then I have this really fun bag. This is just, it stands up, so it's really nice. You open it up, and I have pens in here, so I've got to push them down. And then you flip it like this, and it has a magnet that holds it together, and it makes the base big enough so it stands up on its own. And then what I'll do when I'm doing artwork is I'll stick my Tombows in the back and work on it. And I have a few really nice things in here. I have my really nice click pencil. I have my Jelly Roll white, and then I have like 4 sparkle Jelly Rolls. I have a couple of acrylographs, which that was in like a little bundle, the last of stock they were trying to get rid of and stuff. And then some crayon type pencils, and then a couple of really nice drawing pencils. And then another, my black Micron lives in here. And then these are actual they're supposed to be watercolor markers, but honestly, they act more like Tombows, so I just have included different colors for those and use them all the time, and they're great for art. So all this stuff lives in here, and then as you can see, let me take out my pen so I always put them in last because it fits better. So basically, I put my big journal in first, and you can't tell purple is like my favorite color, right? And then I put my smaller journals in, and then my little 20th anniversary lives with that little sticker ball, so it stands up so I can grab it when I want to go. And then I just slide all the different little pouches in here. And my fountain pens fit here, and I probably need to parse down my fountain pens a lot because every time I buy a new one, I just stick it in this pouch, and it's starting to get a little overloaded. But I do love my fountain pens, and I like to put different colors in them. And then this guy, it's a little tight, but he fits right in there. And then there you go. It's got this like lip that holds everything in place. It's got these nice straps. Canvas straps. The bag is a really good quality cotton duck canvas, and this is long enough that you can actually put it under your arm if you want to. I actually carry this bag to work with me full like this every single day, and I love it. And I've been doing it a month and it looks brand new. You can't even tell I've used it. So there you go. That's my Soolla bag. Thanks for watching.